Hey everyone, welcome to the start of a new series where I will be going in-depth on Puyo topics ranging from absolute beginner to top-tier professional. The videos will be released one by one, but you can check the outline linked in the description to see what's coming up. They will all be available in one playlist, along with separate playlists for different skill levels. You can check them all out once that's sorted, although by the time you're seeing this, later videos may already be created. Now, Puyo may look like a daunting game to get into, but that's why I'm here to help explain things. Let's get right into it. There are two main game modes within Puyo Puyo, Tsu and Fever mode. We'll get into Fever in later videos, but for now, we'll be focusing on the Tsu game mode. So, the first thing to explain about Puyo is the playing field. As you can see, the board is 6 units wide and 13 high, although the topmost row is invisible to the player. This means that you can fit 78 individual Puyos on it at once. The invisible 13th row has some special qualities, although we'll discuss these later. As for the pieces that fill the board, called Puyos, they spawn from the top of the field and come down in pairs. They can come in 3 to 5 colors depending on match settings, although 4 is standard. Pairs of Puyos can be rotated both clockwise and anti-clockwise, or counterclockwise if you prefer. When rotating, one Puyo will always rotate around the other one, which will remain static. The axis Puyo, the one that the other Puyo gets rotated around, is on the bottom of the pair. This one is highlighted or flashing during gameplay. Additionally, if you attempt to rotate a Puyo twice in an enclosed space, it is able to flip 180 degrees, as shown here. This is called a quick turn. The next piece will only spawn once all actions on the field are done. This means that no new pieces will spawn while the chain is clearing. Pieces can also be split, causing the loose Puyo to fall. To clear Puyos, you need to connect at least 4 of the same color. They become connected when they are touching. This means that they do not connect diagonally. These are the basic shapes you can clear with groups of 4. You can also clear more than 4 at a time, meaning that you can even clear 2 groups at once. The game ends when the third column, the space where new Puyos spawn, is blocked. In modern Puyo games, this space is marked with an X. However, if a Puyo blocks the third column but starts a chain, it will not count as a loss. There are a few extra things that you'll find on your screen during gameplay. One is the next window. Many beginners neglect this window, so be sure to keep it in mind as it shows you your next 2 pairs. The one on top is the one that will be usable first. The other thing you'll need to watch out for is the space above your board. This is called the garbage tray, which indicates how much garbage is queued. The icons shown here are the standard ones. There's the dot, which represents 1 garbage. The larger dot with the face, which is 6 garbage or 1 line. The rock, which is 5 lines. The star is 6 rocks. The moon is 2 stars. And the crown is 2 moons. Now that we've covered the playing field, we can now talk about playing the game. The goal is to try and block the X mark on the opponent's field. There is no timer, so the game will not end until this happens. In order to send garbage, you will need to clear Puyos, which will give you points. As a technical note, for every 70 points you accumulate, you'll send 1 garbage Puyo. Let's visualize how this works in game. First off, your current chain must finish clearing. A mechanic we'll discuss in more detail later, but for now, let's just look at the effect of sending this one chain. Garbage will enter your opponent's queue after your chain has finished clearing. They will receive this garbage either after they place a piece or after their chain has finished clearing. This garbage is distributed evenly, meaning that it won't all stack up in a single column. If you receive 2 garbage, for example, they won't ever fall in the same column. As well as this, it is only possible to receive 5 lines of garbage at once, equivalent to 1 rock in the queue. The next thing to know is that garbage Puyo can be cleared, but it's done slightly differently than when clearing your usual colored Puyos, since garbage Puyos don't have a specific color. When you clear colored Puyos, any adjacent garbage Puyos will also be cleared. Sending a single garbage Puyo at a time, however, is not a very effective strategy. In order to stand a better chance of defeating your opponent, it's important to learn how to effectively send garbage. A simple way to do this is by clearing more than 4 Puyos at once. Grouping Puyos of the same color near each other will help you to do this. You can also clear 2 different colored groups at the same time. These are better, but they still don't send much. If you want to start sending lots of garbage, you'll need to learn how to build chains. When clearing one group of Puyos, it can cause another group to fall into place, as shown here. This is the basic concept behind chaining. Side note, this means that a 19 chain is the biggest that you can possibly clear. At this stage, you may be worried that you will quickly become overwhelmed with garbage without any chance to clear it. In order to fix this, a mechanic known as the counter rule exists. When there is garbage currently in your queue, clearing Puyos will cancel it out instead of sending garbage. Remember, once the opponent's chain has resolved, you can only place your current piece before garbage falls. If you set off a chain which resolves after the opponent's, but doesn't clear all of your queued garbage, it will instantly fall. However, if your chain successfully clears everything, you can counterattack, sending garbage back to the opponent.
3. All for love. Star Rain.
So, these are the basics of the game, but there's one last rule to know about, the all clear bonus. If you clear your field of all colored and garbage Puyos, you'll receive an all clear. When you complete a chain with the all clear text on your screen, you'll send an extra 5 rows of garbage. That's it for now. As mentioned, there will be upcoming videos on how to chain, so keep your eyes out for that. Remember that the best way to improve is to simply hop into a game. If you own Puyo Puyo Champions, there's a comprehensive lesson mode which will help you to get these basics down. Select Lessons, then Problems, and do the puzzles up to and including number 92. Additionally, in all Puyo games, you can go into solo play with a CPU opponent, which is a great place to start if you're not ready to face real opponents just yet. Anyways, that's it from me for now. Good luck on your journey to Puyo greatness.